Can't stop, won't stop. Hey everybody, it's your girl J9 Eve. We are going to talk today about divesting. Divesting. This is about divesting. Divesting women. Women who divest. Okay. And what is, well, the divesting part is pretty simple. It's the, you know, like when I say a black woman goes and seeks a mate, uh, you know, and then another within another race, right? And they just kind of leave behind, purposely, not like they just know a guy and he's white and that's who they date. They with purpose decide to go to the other side. That's divesting. So there's a bunch of these women now who popped up on YouTube, and they are like just pumping this out to the community, like just really trying to recruit. And the weird thing about it is that when you find something and you're very confident about whatever it is, and you found your way out, you don't typically kind of stand in the space where you just are and yell out and scream out for everyone to hear and try to drag as many people along with you. That's the kind of thing you do when you're actually afraid to go and do something by yourself. So you try to get a bunch of other people to do it too, just in case it goes awry. I would think, like, and I can see why you might be a little nervous about doing said thing, because the people that you're going over there to have a history that is far beyond what the history or the present of the people whom you are running away from, being black males. So, and they are far more dangerous, because literally civilization as it stands is on their side, and specifically not on yours. So if anything goes awry, you're pretty screwed over there. You're pretty screwed. But so I can see why you might want to take some homies with you. So maybe at least you got a little bit of strength in some numbers. If you can get Sharkeisha to marry the dude next door, also, y'all can, rally together when shit hits the fan. Because it will hit at the fan. Okay? That's what it's going to do. So, but the point of this is that it all seemed like it started with Crystalline, from the pink pill, and then some stuff happened with her. She kind of vanished for a little while, and then it was like the red pill thing happened, which then sprouted up all these weeds of divesting. Word right to save my life. Of divesting. Okay. And these women, they sit on their little YouTube channels and YouTube live streams. And I go in and I listen and stuff. And I like listen, like really just listen. And it's such a joke. I'm gonna tell you why it's such a joke. For one thing, like, I don't have a corny bone. So when corny is in my presence, it stands out like a sore thumb, because there is no place for it. I don't have a place to process it. So it's like static. There's so much static when I listen to them talk. It's like, because it's just them trying to convince themselves, like, just because you want this thing, or you say, I'm not even convinced that they want it. I think they literally just want to stand here. Same thing what the dudes is doing. They just want to stand here and just say it. They want to say, white guys are better than you guys. You guys suck. You guys have always sucked. You're terrible. You're horrible fathers. You're terrible. This, you should never exist. They just want to stand there and say these things. They don't actually want to go out there. They just want vengeance. Vengeance will be theirs, or so they think. But that's not actually how things work. And so they're gonna have to go through this whole process of trying to make themselves feel better, but it's just not gonna work. And there's gonna be so many awkward people. And also, I want to point this out. Actually, I had this thought. Because on there, if you ever go on there and just kind of listen to them in their live streams, and every once in a while they'll let like some guys come in, and when a white guy comes in, of course he'll feed the ego of the beast, and then because look what site he's on, look what page he just ran into. So but then and they will praise him. It's the weird thing, and I'm gonna tell you that it's not for him. They're not praising him on there for him. They're praising him on there because there's black guys in there watching, getting angry about this. Like, it's all this fucking shit show. And, I can't be super mad. I can't really be mad at them because guys can say it's not the same thing all they want to, but it is the fucking same thing. It's the same thing as what they've been running around, standing in women's faces saying y'all ain't nothing, ain't nobody checking for y'all, and black women are the least desired. Just running around just saying this shit to black folks, to black women, like constantly for a couple of years, like years now. So yeah, I mean, you deserve it. You deserve it. And the guys who don't deserve it, who haven't been doing that, stop acting like somebody's talking to you, because the more you respond to that, like, no, I don't do that, da 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 da, it makes me think that maybe you did, or you did at least comply with it, because the guys who don't do that, they think this shit is hilarious. They're like, oh my God, like, see what these niggas is doing, like, what are they doing? They think that it's funny. You know what? Because it doesn't actually touch them, because they aren't that. Same thing as me. I'm not touched by these things. When I would hear God say these things, I'm like, I'm not that. I'm not that. But it don't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you because I don't want you. It's like, if I wanted to, maybe I'll feel the need to explain myself, but I don't. So I don't. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let me get off into rambling. So I just feel like, as far as the women whom are divesting, please understand that there are things that go along with that. Some of you are too young to maybe really understand the dynamics in mass, not individual situations. So I got a friend, he's white. I got a friend, she's white. She's not like that. He's not like that. I'm talking about in mass. When you start pulling these things together, it's not just your white husband. It's your white husband's family. Okay? So when you go diving into these things thinking you can do this on a massive fucking scale, you think about how like this generation, maybe they're less, weird with black folks. They despise them less. But their parents, and damn sure their grandparents, definitely still have the disdain. Okay? If you plan on going over there also and then having children, that little child of yours, whom you call a preference over here, is seen as a preference, as you say. In the black community is seen as a preference. Over there will be seen as like the shame of the family. Okay, so think these things through, people. I know you may, for those who may have never been in the white community, I am black. Like I said, I won't explain it anymore, but I do come from a town whom was mostly consisted of, like when I was in school, white people, rich white people. So I have been exposed. I have exposure to these people. So I know how they move and function in mass, not in individual little sparky pieces, in mass, and it was in the country too. So I got the far part, Okay. So just trust me when I say it ain't what you think it is. Okay. If you're gonna do something, just do it. If you're gonna do it, just do it. Same thing for the guys. If you're gonna do it, just do it. Don't stand around and talk about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. So that you can go ahead and get it over with and see what it actually is and get back to what you're supposed to be doing. Because all this working yourself up to tell yourself, oh, it's gonna be so great because this one white guy called in and he said he's got a black wife and everything's fine. And ooh, no, get in there. Just jump in the pool. Just jump in the pool so you can see. Trust me, you'll be right back out. It's gonna be nice in there, but that doesn't mean that when you get in, you're going to feel comfortable. It's like a pool is still a nice, wonderful place to be, but fire can't be introduced. Not every element is going to be comfortable and correct in every other element. Okay? That is you dabbling in another element. So, yeah, just think it through. And when you come into my comments with this, just this, what I know to be is insincere. I tried to watch it, but you didn't say anything, didn't give any kind of points. My point is this literally one thing. I don't like her talking about the termination of boys, of baby boys. That's it. Literally, that's it. Not mate with them. Fine. I'm great with that. Not have any kids with them, with black guys. That's fine too. You know, that's preference. That's you being selective with your uterus. Great. But you deciding to still sleep with black men, still get pregnant in hopes it'll be a girl, but in case it's a boy, termination. No, you don't get to say shit like that around me. No, you're going to hear me do this about this until she stops fucking saying that. When she stops saying that, I will be able to just sit back and just watch an entertainment as you guys go and do whatever the fuck that is that y'all do. I will be able to just sit back and watch. Okay? So y'all get her to that point. Y'all want me to shut up? I just told you how to do it. Get her to stop fucking saying that part. Just that part. It's just that part. That's it. That's my whole point. I don't need to go against, figure out, like, argue her points. I don't disagree with her points. Her points are obvious. It's that one part. The termination part. That's it. There ain't nothing to fucking understand. If you ever catch this part of the video and you heard that, that's all you needed to know. That's it. If you comment past that, I don't give a fuck. Okay. I get to get off my little funny comment back to you, and we'll just be playing this game forever. But please don't think that I think that you are at all sincere, because I have said it in every single video. I have said it in every single one that I have made about her. So if you ain't heard it, it's because you don't want to hear it. And it's because you don't want to hear it because you know you can't tell her to stop. Because she can't be stopped. Can't stop, won't stop. You can't because you're afraid of her. So you'll never get off the bus. You're never going to get off of this bus because you're afraid of her. You can't respect. True respect does not come from fear. That's not it. When respect comes from fear, all it needs is an opportunity, and it will overthrow the thing that it supposedly respected. It's just because its opportunity is the only reason why this thing is in a place where it seems like it's respected. No, that's not respect. Okay? It's a lack of opportunity. So no. All right. So that's it. All right, that's it, you guys. So like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I will catch you on the next one.